EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He finds some open field here. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Under 10, under 10, 10. Alert 3, alert 3.
On the ground, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Prescott. Going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brees out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ready? Yellow lady. 55. Here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Blue draw Orchid.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
5-8. You kill. It's just me and you.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Yellow waiting. Check 55 to Mike.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Over. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I got one.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down throw for Prescott. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm here all day.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Cooper was the target there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He's coming, double up.
Kamara. And an alley to run. Powering his way forward. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. A give to Kamara running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Set. Yellow waiting. Kill. 54. General West. Slam.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
64, weak. Check nickel.
Here we go with Kamara. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check, 47. Kill. Check. 66.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And they will be set up now as he